I want to see the co-pilot. I want to see the pilot find these things if there is any. All right. But if we, at the beginning, we can look, it zooms in close enough for me to, right. See this one here in particular, right? I'll do my best to zoom it in for you. But these ones in particular reminded me, I've seen this before, and it's over on here, look. The San Diego sphere, right? This thing, it reminds me of this. Look at that. This thing is rotating. That thing just rotated like this in an instant. Is that video that we just saw on my Facebook page 3 of these? Look at this thing just twisting. I gotta be honest with you, this is actually the first time that I've reviewed this video. Pilot, find these things if there is any, all right? But if we, at the beginning, we can look, it zooms in close enough for me to, right. See this one here in particular, right? I'll do my best to zoom it in for you. But these ones in particular reminded me, I've seen this before, and it's over on here, look. The San Diego sphere, right? This thing, it reminds me of this. Look at that. This thing is rotating. That thing just rotated like this in an instant. Is that video that we just saw on my Facebook page 3 of these? Look at this thing just twisting. I gotta be honest with you, this is actually the first time that I've reviewed this video. I've seen pictures of this on the internet before. I've got to be honest, this looks man-made. It really does. Now, I just want to mention something as well. These little gaps at the top here, like almost like windows. Now, I think it was Dr. Stephen Greer. He actually says, because you get to see those quite a lot on UFOs, little like almost like portholes. Now, apparently, those things aren't windows. Those are like almost like I think he said something like not the propulsion system, some sort of magnetic part of the UFO. I think I might have to double check on that one, but they're definitely not windows. They're definitely not portholes. Okay, I wanted to show you that because I just thought that was really interesting. These ones here, because don't you think it looks like those? Now it's either that or my old trusty picture. It's either that or this one down here, D10. Right, 10D, tomato, tomato. And so the second one on this page is sent to me by Deborah Kane. UFO in England 4 years ago. Now, this is like a little taster of what's to come a bit later on, because somebody else on X has sent me this capture that they've seen, mate, which is absolutely, I haven't got a clue what it is. Okay, these weird shapes going on in the sky. Check out this. What is that? I know it's not great quality, but you've got to remember, this is 4 years ago, the dead of night, but there's definitely something going on up in that sky. I'm just trying to think, what is this down here as well? This thing's glistening. Or it's reflecting. Now, okay, I wasn't going to show you this, but I have to. This shape here, remember, bear in mind, this is in the sky, dead of night. This shape here. Let me just show you something in a minute. There's this pilot that flies over in Alaska, and I was going to show you the whole video, but I don't think I think it's going to claim me. So I'm going to walk you through what I know about it. In 2019, he flew by and he captured this in the sky. Right? He took a photograph of it, and he does this flight all the time, and he says he's never seen anything like this before. He says, at first I thought it was a smoke ring, right? That you see these smoke rings you see a lot, which is like magical things. But then after a while, what happened, this is what he saw, right? But then what happened is he got closer. As he was getting closer to it, this thing, he said, came out of the volcano. Now I know what you might be thinking. Volcanoes make those smoke rings, okay? Fair enough, I understand that. But then he saw this come out of it, and then later on, he saw this. This just appeared. This green orb thing just appeared, right? And he was like, this is not right. And this story gets even more crazy. Now this thing, 9 months later, is there again. It's looking like this. And he said that the actual solid part of this cloud was up here. This was not it. This was the actual, he says there was something inside that cloud, and all of this cloud here is almost like just the vortex of it coming away from it. He says absolutely crazy. He's never seen anything like it in his life. And then look at this. He says, this is what I saw, right? Look at that. The story gets even more crazy, mate. But look at that. Look at that. Look at the shape of this. That to that. All right? And then all of a sudden, it morphs. He says this whole thing is morphing in front of him. And then all of a sudden, his aeroplane is on autopilot and it's being dragged, it's being pulled towards the volcano. he's got 30 years of flying experience, right? This cloud was just doing all sorts of morphing in and out. He says there was something inside this cloud, and all of a sudden his plane was being dragged towards the mountain. He said he had to take it off of autopilot and manually steer it away. He says he's never experienced anything like that in his whole entire life. But I just saw that shape. I wasn't going to talk about it because, like, I don't know, but I just thought it's quite weird how this is looking a lot like that. I wish it was just clearer, that's all. Now, I've just recently posted this next video onto Casper Site UFO, and I've asked the question, what the F is this? Read the description, guys, okay? Now, the description says, this is from Ted Mobley, right? Thank you so much, Ted. Took this video earlier this summer in Casper, Wyoming. I think that's how you pronounce it, where I live. Probably not. That's probably not how you pronounce it, by the way. It stayed in the sky for a very long time. It was very high up, as high as a small aircraft fly. It was fairly windy as well. At first, I thought it was a kite, but it never drifted one way or the other. It never changed elevation that I could tell either. I have no clue what it is, but it was very strange, and it was not seen again since. Video captures were taken with my S23 Ultra phone. Here's the stills. Look at that. That's one still. That's the other. You wait till you see this thing move. Now, I've got to be honest, when I first saw the video, I thought, yeah, that looks like a kite of some sort. But mate, this doesn't move. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Let's have a little look. Look at this thing. Is it a kite? It's as high up as a small aircraft. It didn't sway left or right. I just... The only thing that I'm thinking why it's not a kite is just because of this bit here, this here. In the video, that is constantly, I mean, it could be like almost like a bat wing where it's slightly getting transparent, right? But I have to admit, it might not be a UFO, but it's damn strange. Right, so talk about UFOs. This one here, mate. This one in Mexico. UFO spotted landing on hilltop in Mexico. Shocking footage goes viral. This is from a fantastic Instagram poster called Bien Forever. All right, look at this, mate. This is mad. This is mad. A group of Mexican boys has caused a big buzz online after a strange event during their road trip. They stopped their car in the middle of the road. Through the exact location is still unknown. Though the exact location is still unknown. To take some photos and videos, thinking it would just be fun to capture memories. But things took a wild turn when one of them zoomed in with his camera and spotted something unusual: a flying saucer. The mysterious object spotted on a hill nearby was recorded from different angles, showing a clear plate-shaped object floating slightly in the sky. The footage quickly went viral on social media platforms like Twitter and TikTok, sparking a fierce debate. While some believe it could be a prank or a trick of light, others believe it's a real UFO sighting. Let's have a little look. When I saw this, I thought it might be in a vehicle that you just can't see, like the wheels underneath, or, you know? But this is multiple angles. This is multiple angles, guys, and nobody's talking about this right now. Look! So how many angles is that? One? 2.
Sí, güey, ¿ya le metiste zoom con tu phone?
3. That seems like the same angle, but it's different people, I think. What? Mate, I would have to go up there and check that out for myself. So here's another one, again, which is another taster for a bit later on that I've got a video of. And it's so strange. But this was spotted from ISS. I don't know what this is, man. I don't know if it's real. I don't know if it's fake. I don't know. But look at this. What the actual F is this? Is it just like a reflection off of the aurora from below? But it's so symmetrical. It's debatable. Listen, look at this.
Vean la Tierra.
So you've got a beautiful aurora there, look. And then bang.
Vean eso. Sí tiene un motor abajo.
Why is that so symmetrical? And what's this? What's these two all about? 1, 2, 3, 4. What are we looking at here? This looks almost like the